Coming to you live from the basement of an abandoned training facility where we talk about fighting, training, and events. It's the Fight Mixer Show, where you can hear about all the local and world combat sports happenings. Get ready. It's time to gear up and square up because we're going live on the Fight Mixer Show.
Welcome to another edition of the Fight Mixer. Happy holidays, Mr. Gabe, Matt, Justin. What's going on, brother? Happy holidays, fam. Much love. Miss you, brother. Miss you. How's everything going tonight, guys? How was your Thanksgiving?
It's good. We didn't watch Star Wars, so that makes it good. Yeah, that's right. I'm getting right to the root of the conversation today. No, Thanksgiving was great. I have an uncle that he likes to drink, and he likes to have a cohort in his drinking. So he made sure my glass was full, and that made for entertainment for everyone else. Not so much my wife.
We got whacked with a ninja sword.
Actually, yes, yeah. So I watched that 1,000 times, and she's so mad at that, but I love that. It's my favorite.
That's like daughter goals for me. I'm like, she's already a ninja, and she's like, what, 2 years?
Two. Yeah. Count to 30, and she can slay you with a sword. I'm in.
I actually had my sister Patty's Thanksgiving at my sister Patty's, and I told my mom that I like to kind of troll her a little bit because she doesn't really necessarily know the websites or know the dark interwebs. Like when I had to explain to her what getting Rick rolled means, like I had to explain to her. Yeah. And I'm like, Mom, my apartment's not really ventilated, so for Christmas I need fans, so you can buy them on OnlyFans.com. And also,
that was funny.
I was like, Mom.
Let Mom go to the OnlyFans rabbit hole.
I'm like, Mom, I want another pet. I'm thinking about getting hamsters. You can go on xhamsters.com. There's a Black Friday sale. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I did not look at. You posted about that, and I am so thankful I did not click on that link because I can't. But yeah, I don't like hamsters.
Dirty browser history.
Yeah. What about you, Matt?
What's that?
How was Thanksgiving?
Oh, it was great. There's plenty of turkeys. There was no shortage, as they were saying.
Good.
I got.
Yeah, I heard some rumor about that, but no one I know did not get a turkey.
Yeah, I heard people were eating tofu turkeys and all sorts of shit, but not.
Well, I'm sure they're doing that not because that's a decision they make.
I'm just saying,
and it is called tofurkey, Matthew.
Wait, there was a rumor that there was a shortage of turkeys.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
There's been a shortage.
Biden is cut the source of the turkey source. Don't you know?
Right. Yeah, I'm like, I mean, I think he's a piece of shit. I don't like him, but there's no reason to make up lies. Like, there was no shortage of turkeys.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Well, did it come from 4chan? That's like my favorite website ever.
I don't know. It's all over. It was all over the internet.
4chan is the same website that convinced people to charge your iPhone. You can put it in the microwave.
I mean,
that doesn't work.
Things I can blame him for. But
wait, that doesn't work?
That does not work, Gabe. Do not put your iPhone in the microwave, please. But 4chan
for the supercharger?
Yeah, for the two patrol. Oh, and 4chan is also the website responsible for saying that Justin Bieber has cancer, so shave your head for Bieber. In like 2012, all these like young girls were like shaving their head because
Justin Bieber, he doesn't have cancer.
I just made the connection right now.
No.
And speaking of cancer, did anybody watch? Speaking of cancer, did anybody watch Triad Combat last night?
You know what's funny is I saw all this publicity this week of, and I'm like, oh, when's that happening? And I guess they decided to like super boost the publicity the week of the fight, which is, in my opinion, kind of a poor decision. I didn't realize that it happened at all. Then I saw results this morning. I saw Frank Mir get murked.
Oh man!
Honestly, Dan Murgliata. And look, refereeing is such a difficult job, but that was such an obvious, apparent standing knockout. His arms are down, and he's walking like a zombie. If there was ever a time that the referee should jump in, and kudos to the other fighter, the boxer dude, because he was like, "Yo, he's done, son. He's done." And I don't see. I think I saw some other results. I think MMA won more than boxing, if I'm not mistaken. But in the heavyweight division, Mir it was rough.
And Matt Mitrione also lost. It's so weird because Frank Mir is one of those guys I imagine being young forever. Like I seen him break Tim Sylvia when Tim Sylvia the Maniac was in his like prime and was a world beater like right after he beat Rico Rodriguez for the heavyweight championship. When Tim Sylvia was a world beater, Frank Mir broke his arm and also beat Ted Abbott. He got into a motorcycle accident, came back. Frank Mir was one of those guys I've always imagined being young forever. And to see him now at the tail end of his career, it's fucking weird for me. It's really weird for me.
Well, it's difficult. It's difficult. It is definitely a young person's sport, but this is also not his sport. Yeah. Even though I guess the rules are a little different in Triller. You can clinch, you can fight from the clinch, but there's no elbows, there's no knees. It's just you're able to dirty box on the inside. I think that's the way that they're trying to meld the sports. But I honestly think if you even added something like elbows and knees inside the clinch, you would see I think you would see more of an evolution of the MMA fighter, right? But if it's just boxing with dirty boxing clinch rules, I mean it's it's still boxing. You know what I mean? Like you're not able to bring other elements in, excluding long-term clinching.
Right, and I'm not too sure how I feel about the triangle ring. I always thought that was different strokes for different folks, but I never liked the triangle ring, to be honest with you.
I don't know how it works. I mean, I guess I didn't see it. I saw highlights. I saw the stoppage. And I don't know how. Look, you're trying to bring some entertainment element to it. And I understand they're like, oh, we want to be different. We got to do something. And I remember there was a hexagon, there was a pentagon. There's I've seen all the different ranges of rings, or because the octagon is trademarked by the UFC. So they're trying to bring some other element. I don't see how a triangle makes it any different or any better. And I'm curious, is it do you know if it's is it a perfect triangle, or is it a triangle with more of a
versus
elongated portion, or
is it shaped as a vagina? Is what I'm wondering.
Nice.
No, I believe it's like perfectly what is it? Whatever that could be.
It's coming. I feel it. Well, I was going to say, if it was shaped like a vagina and you're going up towards the
all the fun happens at the top. So,
but what I'm saying is that it would make sense to kind of bring your opponent into that range there instead of the bottom range, which I guess could leave some other element. But outside that, if it's a perfect triangle, I don't see how the idea of walking a corner or a fighter into the corner in boxing and MMA is a very real thing that's utilized, right?
Yeah, I think being it's going to be a little bit sharper of a angle is going to make it a little bit harder to get out of too. So
Maybe.
Not terribly, but
no, I mean not enough to change the excitement factor. Like, they're in the corner now. Ooh, what's going to happen? What's going to happen?
But
they're
you probably are like removing 50% of the ring size, which should make for much quicker, faster, more.
Well, I'll tell you, King of the Cage and Gladiator Challenge, their cage is 2 steps to the middle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that makes excitement because I mean the UFC ring is massive.
Yes.
It is so huge in there. When you go the smaller promotions, I would say I fought Gladiator Challenge and King of the Cage. It's 1-2 steps and you are now in the middle. Hey Howie, how you doing?
How you doing, Howie? I just don't like Triller, to be honest with you. Like, one of my buddies was like, would you ever work for Triller? And I'm like, yeah, sure. I mean, like, you have Slater, AC Slater and stuff, and Snoop Dogg on commentary. Like, me doing commentating for Triller would be like having ice water in hell. I mean, it just, the presentation is a shit. Like, I'm not a fan of any of the hoopla and any of the shenanigans that Triller, like, Metallica's cool.
I will tell you the was it the whatever Paul versus Woodley fight? It felt like such a clusterfuck. Like let's just throw everything at it and see what the hell happens. And it was it was garbage. Like the live performances and then like interviewing the guys before they go in the ring and like the commentator. Like, and I know that you are MAGA true and true, Matt. But if you cannot say that Trump had no idea what the hell he was talking about, you're being disingenuous, my friends.
Trump was there?
And Trump, in relation to MMA, like the good and the bad, Donald Trump was actually one of the guys when Zuffa first purchased the UFC, and New Jersey gave UFC a temporary license because one of the heads of the New Jersey State Athletic Commission was actually a martial artist, so he actually understood. And then Trump was the guy that hosted, that gave Dana White a shot and was able to host it. But on the same token, too, Donald Trump also worked with Affliction. Or was it Affliction? It was Affliction, right?
So he was paid to be there with under the guise of he was going to be involved with the promotion, but they actually paid him an appearance fee.
Oh yeah.
Sure. So it was not like and again, like, but it's just you're using his quote unquote celebrity to build something which. I thought the Affliction cards were amazing. They had as far as talent wise, really great cards. But then that was another thing. They tried to do like the musical acts. I remember I was there and I think Megadeth played or something, and I'm like, what? Why is this even happening? It just doesn't feel like. And I understand that you're trying to make a spectacle and something's have to be exciting and new, but I don't know if why reinvent the wheel.
The Affliction card, one of their best cards, was Andrei Arlovsky versus Fedor Emelianenko.
I was there live.
Fucking one of their probably their best card was
amazing.
Oh,
that card was amazing. Excuse me, and it was really being there. That it felt like a special card. Again, I've attended events all over the world, and there are a handful of events that felt special. That one in particular felt special.
And speaking about defunct promotions, I always thought Affliction had something special. I don't know why it was the same thing with the IFL. I always thought the IFL had International Fight League. I thought they had a very interesting concept, having teams face off against each other. I remember rooting heavily for Renzo Gracie's team and. I like IFL, Pride, Affliction, promotions like that. I never understood why they didn't work out because they were some of my favorite. And Dream too. I love Dream.
You would think that Affliction, the Bejeweled jeans alone would push them into the next level. The Dragon Bejeweled jeans. How could that not be a success?
I'm so glad that's fading out.
You would think. I actually still see them every once in a while.
I know. I'm just saying.
Are you really still wearing Bejeweled jeans? Come on, son. Come on.
Who's that prick on Tiger King that always wears Affliction and American Fighter shirts and
that guy? Everything about that guy. You want to just grab him and choke him, just grab him and smash his head into a fight.
And Joe Exotic's boyfriend has like a tap out like tattoo. I'm like, makes perfect sense.
The sad part is I don't know the guy's name, but the guy you're talking about, he's always wearing an Oakley hat, and he's obviously bald, and that makes me that much more. I want to punch him and watch that hat fall off, and he's just sitting there bald and embarrassed. I have met so many people like that in the MMA community, and it makes me hate that guy so much more because I've met like 5 or 6 guys that are exactly that prototype of like just scummy and like they're schemers. And they're always like, they've got, this happening and that happening. And they throw up an event and they rip everybody off. And then they go and then now they're living in Nebraska and they do the same thing again. I've seen that so many times in my MMA career. And when I see that guy, I want to choke the living Oakley out of his fucking face.
I remember like Tap Out actually standing for something. I mean, Tap Out was it couldn't even afford to buy tapout.com. It was inyourface.com, and we ordered t-shirts. My mom, she would give me her credit card, rub 2 nickels together, and buy me Tap Out t-shirts. And like off that website, Tap Out used to be a brand about the sport, and like MMAgear.com, I used to buy like my shooter box t-shirts from, and like my Brazilian top team swag, and like Tap Out used to stand for something. But when the sport blew up, everybody was wearing Tap Out t-shirts, and it like vilified the brand of Tap Out.
Well,
like,
when I started jiu-jitsu in 1998, they were selling out of the trunk of a car.
Yeah.
And there weren't any fighters. I mean, there was a few guys that were sponsored by them, but like if you got like a Tap Out t-shirt or something, that was something special because it meant that you were part of something elite that was, and then to see the growth of it to what it became. And unfortunately, it became kind of a douchey thing, where you see the guy with the Tap Out and you're just like, ugh.
Yeah, I always knew when I went out to bars who not to mess with because they were always wearing the Tap Out shirts. Those were tough guys.
Yeah, I'm a black belt in UFC, dog.
I remember when I was sponsored, I actually got in a street fight. I got a street fight when I was sponsored by Tap Out. And
no way!
I squared up with this guy. I was wearing a Tap Out hoodie, and he looks at my t-shirt or my hoodie and he goes, "Tap Out." Oh fuck! He did, like it just clicked in his mind, like, oh, okay, crap. This is not what. Okay, it was actually the funny part is I had my neck fused. I still had a neck brace on, and I beat the crap out of him and his buddy without touching them because I didn't want him to get close to my neck. Sorry.
It's so crazy too now that Tap Out got purchased by the WWE, and like you don't see many like MMA brands out there. There's no one that made waves like Tap Out and like Affliction, and no brand like that.
I mean, we have Venom is obviously they're trying to take over the pedestal of Reebok, which is impossible. But I mean, I think as far as a brand that's going to have some longevity is probably that one.
Yeah.
So
I don't think Venom is even in the category of the league of Reebok. Reebok has
no. I'm just saying that they're making a shot like that was their shot to try to hit the mainstream. No, like dude, Reebok, are you kidding me? No, like Reebok is a massive sports. Like if they never do anything with MMA again, which is more than likely they won't, they're still going to be the massive brand that they've always been.
I'm not a big fan of any type of sport uniforms because one, individuality completely throws out the window. Like as much as we hate Tito, he's always going to be remembered for flame shorts, and like Takanori Gomi, I copied Takanori Gomi throughout like my MMA journey because I loved the flame shorts, and Sakuraba is so identifiable by his orange shorts, and like Hoist Gracie wearing the Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, I think MMA is an individual sport, so individuality, it completely strips the fighter of individuality and personality. And like Chuck Liddell, would Chuck Liddell, wear fucking Reebok? He was so identifiable by the Iceman shorts, and
all they're trying to do is commercialize it, and I in one way I think it's amazing to think like are you kidding me? Like not in a million years did I think that massive companies would be involved in MMA in any way. I have definitely mixed feelings about the Reebok deal. I think it was horrible for the fighters. Horrible.
Yeah.
Like genuinely when I fought Joe Lazon, I made a lot of money. I'm not going to say how much, but in compare, I would have made 2,500 with the Reebok deal, and I made way more. I made over 25 grand, way over 25 grand.
And that was short notice in Boston, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
2 weeks notice, but I mean, I had Tap Out as the sponsor, and this is when Tap Out was selling out to WWE, so they had a lot of money capital to throw around. They paid me over 25 grand alone just for my sponsorship deal.
Holy shit! And Reebok paid garbage.
$2,500 is nothing. I mean, I as a fighter, I it's almost a slap in the face. Really, genuinely, like there are no name companies that would pay. I was sponsored by, I can't even think what the company's called. They're so defunct now, but I got paid $5 grand for a fight. For some small promotion. It was televised, but not really well known. I got $5 grand from some nobody company, Right.
Yeah. It's fucking robbery, because on the shorts, on the MMA shorts, you can fit like 10 sponsors. Like, how many sponsors would you fit on your shorts, Gabe?
I mean, as many as I could. To be honest, I look, fighting, especially from the time frame I came from, is you weren't getting paid. So any money that you could make, you would absolutely do it. That's why you saw guys with Condom Depot on their butts and like any company that would, I mean, look, you're getting paid, so I can respect that.
And Tito was sponsored by Spanky's, which was a porn bookstore. That was like one of the
first. Yeah.
Holy shit! Oh my goodness!
I think he's back to working the door at Spanky's currently. Actually,
you think so?
I mean, it's possible. I don't think he's doing anything else.
What a D-bag. Well, yeah, I just, I think I would love MMA to go back to the format of, stressing individuality, because, the game is so oversaturated to begin with. I mean, we have, promotions popping up left and right. Everybody's on pay-per-view, and with like the PFL, and I love the PFL, and I love Ray Sefo, and I have a lot of respect for him. PFL, Bellator, not so much. Bellator actually still has, people like wearing their own shorts, but UFC is just, it's player 1 versus player 2. It's created character 1 versus created character 2. And, it's just a uniform system. It works in the NFL because, again, you can still have the names on the back of the jerseys. But, this is why, the NFL, it's very hard to create stars and make it's all about team. And, this.
Well, but in the NFL, the worst player is making almost $1 million.
Yeah.
The worst player in the NFL is making $1 million. Like the UFC used to that.
50,000.
What was that?
Yeah, I thought the red shirts were like 250.
What red shirts? What are the red shirts?
Like the backup team type shit.
Oh, I don't know about that, but I read that because I was actually looking it up one day that I was surprised that I think it's 850,000 is the base salary. I don't know if your practice team, you're going to be paying something less than that, but
maybe that's it. Maybe
I'm guessing if you're starting putting on a uniform, 850 is the minimum.
Yeah,
but so think about this: like the UFC just signed some $150 million deal with crypto, whatever, and nobody got paid from that. Nobody.
Yeah. Oh, the same thing with BKFC. BKFC had like a giveaway, and like some staged actor, some woman was like, "Oh, we're gonna give away a car," and a lady that works for the company for Bitcoin, and brought her in the ring, and they gave away a car to one of their employees. Like it's like no one's making money off of this deal. The fighters are definitely not making money from it. It's just. It came off really cheesy. I don't know if you saw it, Gabe. I know you saw that part.
I didn't see it, thankfully. But
I didn't see it. I know nothing about it.
This woman walked in the ring looking like fucking Bret the Hitman Hart with these glasses and like, hey, I want a car. Yeah. And it's just like, dude, you're an employee of the Bitcoin for the sweepstakes. I mean.
It was really bad.
It was really bad.
I'm glad I missed that one. That sounds very dismissible.
Bitch was walking in looking like fucking Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, yeah, I want a car. Like,
yeah. Oh, my God. Did I just win a car? Oh, my God.
Yeah, the reaction was
crazy. I cannot believe I did this.
Oh.
I have a car now.
The reaction was horrible.
Oh my god, the reaction was terrible. Do we have that video, Matt? Can we watch that video?
No, I don't have it.
Yeah. You don't have it?
Matt, you are useless.
Yeah. Matt, come on, producer. God damn it. Holy shit. What a big month for BKFC really had no idea what Karma was doing. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that.
That was okay. Yeah, that's I mean, hey, gotta if you don't, what do they say? If you don't make you miss all the shots you don't take. Is that what it is?
Oh yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But going back. I'm sorry. UFC is just giving me a giant boner this month because you have on the 18th, Derek Lewis is fighting once again. Cub Swanson's going to be on that card as well. Andre Ewell.
Derek Lewis versus Cub Swanson.
No. Derek Lewis versus Chris Dukakis. No. Cub Swanson's fighting Darren Elkins. Andre Ewell, who's on our show and a friend of the show. Shout out to him. He was on the show twice. He's fighting Charles Jourdain. And main event is going to be Derek Lewis versus Chris Dukakis. But Cub Swanson's fighting Darren Atkins. That's going to be a really good fight.
Oh, that's a good fight. Yeah.
December 11th, Charles Oliveira versus Dustin Poirier and Amanda Nunes versus Juliana Pena. I can't wait for that fucking fight. I cannot wait for Juliana Pena versus Amanda Nunes. This is going to be sick.
Who do you think's going to win that one? I got 5 on Nunez.
Yeah, I think Nunez might pull it out, but I've always been a fan of Pena ever since she was on the Ultimate Fighter. When she was on the Ultimate Fighter with Ronda Rousey versus Miesha Tate.
I never liked her.
You never liked her?
I've never liked her. She's irritating to me, and she
really?
Seems whiny and yeah, she's whiny.
Who, Rousey?
No.
Pena.
Okay.
Yeah. Apparently the car was bought at a police auction we're going back to the BKFC thing.
Right.
Okay. Well, anyways, yeah. But I think Nunez, it could have, look, it's MMA and things happen. And one of the things that I do see that happens is fighters that are always winning, they start to believe in themselves too much. They don't need to train the way they once trained. And if that comes into play, it could be a bad night for Nunez. It's at 35, correct?
It is going to be at bantamweight, correct?
Okay. Yeah.
35.
And she's much better at 45, which doesn't have to cut that much weight. But maybe because just to cut the weight, she's actually putting in the road work to be in that type of shape. So a lot of different things. I'm more interested in the Poirier Oliveira fight. I think it's going to be Poirier, but Oliveira is so dangerous with the submission game. He really can catch anybody.
Right. And they're going to – I think Poirier's going to win it. I think Poirier's time is now, and they'll probably give him Conor McGregor for the 20th time.
I got to tell you, we were talking about this before, but how good Poirier is, how good Gaethje is, and we see how Khabib walked through both of them.
Yeah,
walked through them. Like, you understand how much better he is than everyone in the division right now.
Yeah. There's only one man that can beat all of them. That's Hasbulla. You know who Hasbulla is?
Yeah, the little cute little munchkin guy. Awesome. I think isn't he part of the Lollipop Guild? Doesn't he have a full-time deal with the Lollipop Guild?
I don't know, but he's fucking awesome. I would love for.
Let's not make fun of short people, man. Come on.
I'm not. Another interesting match I just read about was Islam versus Beneil.
Oh, that's gonna be a good fight.
That's a good fight. That's a really good fight.
And Jose Aldo versus Rob Font is gonna be fucking radical. That's gonna take place. December 4th. Rob Font, 19-4 versus Jose Aldo. And Jose Aldo, you think he's up, and you think his time has come, and age finally got him. But I think more less than age. I think when he was so unstoppable and Conor McGregor dusted him, it does something and it fucks with your head. Like the first time you suffer like a major loss, I think Jose Aldo, not age got him, but his confidence dwindled when he lost to Conor McGregor. I'm glad he's getting his groove back though. I'm really glad that Jose Aldo.
He's a great fighter, man. He's definitely should be one of those guys that should be looked at as a Hall of Famer. Speaking about Hall of Famers, how come Jens Pulver still not in the UFC Hall of Fame?
I have no fucking idea, but he should be.
Bullshit.
That is some bullshit. Jens, little power, baby.
Genuinely.
Oh my God, his first fight with BJ Penn, his fight with Carl Uno, Oh my God, there's so many classics.
John Lewis.
Oh my God, his play with Takanori and Pride, a masterpiece.
Whoa.
Just classics. All classics. Mark Cooper has never been in a boring fight.
You know what's not a classic?
What?
The first 3 Star Wars films and the last 2 Star Wars films.
Star Wars is great. What's your problem with Star Wars, man?
I love the first. Well, I'm sorry. The 4th, 5th, and 6th. No, I'm sorry. It starts at 4, right? 4, 5, and 6. That's what it is, right? But the first 3 movies when I was a kid were life. They were life.
Amazing.
Like everything about them. And then I was so excited to watch the first prequel. I got tickets for the very opening grand, and I waited in line. I did everything possible. I walked out of that theater going, God, I hope the next 2 are not that bad. And it got worse. Got worse.
Whatever, man.
Throwing garbage at me. And then the 7, 8, 9, I'm like, you must really just think people are stupid. You think that you can just throw some nostalgia and we're going to be like, oh, whoa, it's great. No, it's the same frippin' story, but like you're trying, like it doesn't make sense. No, F you, garbage.
We saw it opening. We saw Phantom Menace opening night, and I watched Star Wars probably to death. Like the original 3 were masterpieces. They blew my little mind.
100%. First 3, I'm all in.
But my sister, when I was younger, I liked the Phantom Menace, but I was like, it's not as good as the 3. She's like, your biggest problem is you're comparing it to 3 films that were revolutionary. Like the original trilogy was revolutionary. When I stopped comparing Phantom Menace, I turned down.
I mean, I still see amazing sci-fi movies coming out that are just amazing.
Yeah.
Like, regardless of like the technology,
right here,
but
for the first time in his life, Matt is speaking truth.
Mandalorian, I thought Rogue One was fucking radical.
Dune.
Rogue One, so fucking good. So good.
What was
a great comparison. Like, the old movie was fantastic. The new movie is also as fantastic.
I agree with that. Star Wars, nope. Nope.
Rogue One was great. Solo was great.
Good. Rogue One was good. It wasn't like
you not like the Metro. I can't even fucking talk tonight. The Star Wars film with the Star Wars series on Disney Plus.
The Mandalorian, it just isn't.
Yeah.
I know everyone loves it, but for me, when watching it, going like, get out of here with the Baby Yoda, get like, and just everything about like the Mandalorian is supposed to be this. I'm sorry, like I get it. Like we need to have the one character that's going to bring all the kids, and all the kids want the Baby Yoda, and that's going to make so much money. And the marketing team is working out like hours and hours to make a little cute little thing that everyone's going to buy. Fuck you. Make a good movie. Make a good show. That's what I want to see.
I thought the ninth Star Wars was piss. Like I thought the last Star Wars, I watched it out of like necessity, just to like finish the trilogy. I thought the last one, but the problem was they had different directors on every fucking one, and they all blew their load and tied up every single storyline and every little character in every single movie. So all these different directors blew their load. So by the last movie, it pretty much. Oh, Palpatine? Oh, you're the granddaughter of Palpatine? What the fuck? Like, that was the one thing. I think
everything. What do you mean? That was the one thing? All of it was shit.
I mean, Jar Jar was the greatest character in Star Wars history. That's all I got to say.
Hey, fuck you guys.
What did you say?
Jar Jar Binks. Best character ever.
Sorry.
Ouch.
You guys are the worst. Star Wars is
Hanukkah. To my tribal members, first day of Hanukkah today.
Oh yeah, true. Happy Hanukkah, everybody.
Shalom.
So we're gonna wrap it up like a Christmas present. We're at 34-minute mark. So this episode is brought to you by the world famous Kajuja MMA Fitness. I actually own that t-shirt. If you want to train with 4-time world champion, you want to train with a UFC vet, a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, guess what? I have good news for you. Go to kajuja/MMA.com and visit their beautiful facility, 18851 Ventura Boulevard in Tarzana, California. And guess what? If you go in your first class is free. Oh my God, what a deal. You get to train with a world champion, a 4-time world champion, and UFC vet for free. First class is on us. So make sure you visit the gym and also drangernutrition.com. Get swole for Christmas. Buy some supplements, put it under your Christmas tree. Makes a great stocking stuffer. So go on drangernutrition.com and buy some supplements. So, Mr. Gabe, any last thoughts, any last words besides Star Wars being a great, great series that you love?
False. No, I just hope everyone. I genuinely hope everyone got to have some time with their family, and maybe not even like blood family, but people that they appreciated on Thanksgiving. I don't particularly like Thanksgiving as like this falsehood that the Indians and the Pilgrims came together and they made this. But I do believe in being thankful for things. Yeah, I really appreciate the ability to be thankful for things, and I am thankful. I'm thankful for you, gentlemen. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for the people at Kaiju MMA. I'm thankful that I get to do this show with you, and I hope that we're able to do it for many, many years. And yes.
Absolutely. And I'm thankful for you guys, and I'm thankful that our show is top 10, top 100 on Amazon's top 100 sport fan shows. In 1 year we managed to go up top 10. I mean,
I want to break that top 5. I want to break the top 5.
Download the app, watch the show on Amazon. Let's break into the top 5. Let's be number 1. Let's get number 1 by 2022, boys. Let's fucking do it.
Right here.
We're coming for that number 1 spot, baby. We're coming for that ass. And I'm also thankful that the New England Patriots are number 1 in their league. I'm thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for all the people in the fight community and everybody that watches our show and enjoys it. And I'm thankful for Mr. Gabe and, of course, Matt, too. Matt, you got any final thoughts?
Nope. See everybody in Tampa on December 9th.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Wait. What was December 9th?
They're having BKFC in Tampa.
Oh, cool. BKFC and...
Yep. And then my girl is fighting for the title fight in BYB December 12th, I think. Nope. 17th.
17th. And I'll be down there with Matt, and I'll be enjoying the Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury fight and Anthony Taylor. Shout out to him. We're going to get him back on the show.
Maybe you'll come to the BYB event, too.
Oh, maybe I could do that. Maybe we could do that. But we also have to go down to Disney. We have to make a Disney trip. So, okay. All right. All my bros and hoes in different area codes with someone lymph nodes and tiny chodes. This is David, Mr. Gabe, and Matt signing off from the Fight Mixer. We will see you next Sunday, boys and girls. Peace.
Con Dios.
Perfect.